Hey everyone, welcome to Rock Talk with rockbandreviews.com in Miami, and I'm your host Bill Hernandez, and today I'm talking with Boone Froggett, vocalist and guitarist in the band OTIS. We are here today to talk about the band's newest release, Last Fool in the Line, just released a few weeks ago. Man, I'm so stoked to talk with you because I've been listening to the album and it's just amazing. And again, thank you for taking time to speak with me today.
Oh, thank you, man. Glad to be here on the show.
So, am I pronouncing the band's name right? Is it Otis, Otis?
It's Otis, yeah.
Okay. Let me ask you. Tell us about the origins of Otis and the meaning behind the band name.
Uh, Greg Martin he's a guitar player in a band called the Kentucky Headhunters, and they're where we're from, kind of the same area. And he helped us name the band. There was a band called Otis in Louisville, Kentucky, in the 1970s they were playing blues rock. And they were a power trio, and they were a cool band at the time, but they really never made it past the local scene. But the name always stuck with him. So when we started coming up and we needed a name for the band, he's like, "You guys should adopt this name and kind of see where it goes."
Well, I tell you what, man, it's interesting because here's a band that really didn't do too much, and you're accepting the torch now that's kind of being passed to you, and you're going to take it on further down the road.
Oh yeah, as far as we can take.
Now, how did the band first come together?
The Me, myself, and our co-founding member, John Seeley on bass. We grew up playing in cover bands. Like my grandfather uh, was a competition old time fiddler, and my dad played honky tonk Bakersfield style guitar, and he grew up in bands. So I was on stage from 8 years old on, playing some type of music every weekend. So that's how John and I met, and then we decided we had a great love for classic blues and classic rock, and we're like, let's get out of this cover band thing and do something more serious. So that's kind of how the band started, and our first album came out around 2015.
Now, the band recently released a new single called Last Fool in the Line, an amazing track everyone needs to give a listen to. Can you share the inspiration behind this song?
Yeah, man, and thanks for the kind words about the song. It's been received very well so far. Joe Bonamassa just added us to two playlists on Spotify: Cutting Edge Blues and Cutting Edge Rock. And we were also featured in Classic Rock Magazine's Tracks of the Week, and we're over 25,000 streams on Spotify now. So this song's done very well for us. But as far as the inspiration for the song, lyrically, as a touring musician, you're put in contact with some very interesting people and interesting places, and that's kind of where the story of this song, came from. Is from the whether it be the smoking section or the venue, or you're loading out in the back alley, you hear all these crazy things that are stranger than fiction, and some of it's true, some of it's not. But either way, it makes for a great story, and musically, where this song was really inspired by Motown and Southern Soul from Atlantic. In particular, I was listening to a Marvellette song called "Danger and Heartbreak Get Ahead." And it's got kind of this looping kind of guitar thing that's going on, and I was like, man, that's really cool. Somebody in the rock world should pick up on that. So that's kind of what inspired the riff, and yeah, the song's been great for us, man.
I know the Marvellette song, and now that you mention that, I get it. That is so cool, man. Absolutely. You took R&B
Yeah.
and turned it into a little bit of rock, man. Now when I hear the song again, I'm really going to pay more attention to that detail. That's awesome. Now,
Oh, thanks.
how has Otis evolved over the years? Any significant milestones or challenges?
Oh man, we've hit plenty of challenges. Man, we've been very fortunate. Around 2018, 2019, we got to go over to Europe twice. We got to do all sorts of touring here in the States, and then the pandemic hit, and it changed a lot of things for us. Of course, it changed a lot of things for everybody. But our original drummer decided he wanted to stay home and raise kids and do the family thing, and then our guitar player decided he wanted to give up two strings and go play bass for an active rock band. So that just left John and I trying to figure it all out. And in the meantime, I had thyroid cancer. I had to get my thyroid removed and have some radiation. So it took about a year for me to get a clean bill of health, to go back out and do this. So as soon as I got the green light, we started looking for guys to bring into the band. So we brought in Dale Myers on drums and Alex Wells on guitar. And that's the lineup of the band you hear now. And I think really everything that happened to us was supposed to happen because we're in such better standing now, and this lineup of the band has been very well received. The new singles are well received. So, sometimes the universe just has a way of putting you in your place.
Yeah, I hear you, man. And first of all, congratulations on being a cancer survivor.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Now, as a vocalist, what do you do, if anything, to maintain your vocals while you're on tour?
Man, you kind of have to watch yourself. I try not to talk a ton during the day, or I definitely don't try to sing during the day. Try to rest my voice as much as possible, and drink plenty of water. Just basic things that you would do, that you should be doing for your body anyway. And then I run a lot, and then I find that really helps. Keep all those everything in check. So if I try to run maybe 5-6 miles a day, and that helps me out.
Oh, man, it's amazing. Awesome.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah, thanks, man.
what advice would you give to aspiring musicians looking to make their mark in this industry?
I would say find your own thing and just follow that path at all costs. Because if you're chasing a trend, you're already too late. You have to find the gift that you have inside you that nobody else can do, and then you have to push that forward. That's what's going to get you where you're going.
Well, that's some pretty sound advice right there. Now, I want to ask you, Last Fool in the Line, it's a single release. Is this going to be a part of an album?
It is, man. We've got a couple more single releases scheduled while we're kind of doing some business in the background to get to the point where we can put a full length release out. And that's the ultimate goal for us, man. Because everybody in the band, we all listen to albums in album form. We all collect vinyl. We didn't grow up listening to singles, so we definitely want to get out of the singles game and put out a full length release that's where everybody can get a clear picture of where the band's at. That's what I love about an album.
Now, lastly, where can find Last Fool in the Line and stay updated on Otis?
You can go to theotisband.com, and there's a tab there that has all our streaming links, all our social media links. You can buy tickets to the shows, online merch, all kinds of cool stuff. Theotisband.com.
Great. Since we're here in Florida, any plans to come to Florida soon?
We would love to, man. We're maybe looking at coming in maybe the fall of the year. We would love to come down that way, man. There's some good folks down there in Florida.
Well, we'd definitely like to see you and Otis. Boone, I want to thank you so much. You're kind. You're a gentleman. Great talking with you. And again, thank you for taking time out of your schedule to talk with Rock Band Reviews today. And, as the releases start coming, let's talk again when those happen.
That sounds great, man. Thanks for having me on. I've had a great time.
Wonderful. Have a blessed day, Boone. Talk soon.
All right, you too.
Cheers, brother. Bye.
Bye-bye.